The chair umpire is Leanne White. Monica Seles to begin serving in this, the first semifinal.
Well, that ball missed by next to nothing, and I know we're going to have a lot of very close calls. Both of these players go for the lines.
All.
I also think that it's inevitable that they're going to be a tiny bit edgy. You know, I just said there's a lot riding on them. It is a big matchup, this.
$15-30. How important do you think it is that Seles has a victory over Hingis this season?
Well, she beat her easily in the French, and I think honestly that Martina Hingis underestimated her in that match. Martina Hingis had just beaten Venus Williams, and I think she thought she was just going to cruise through it, having never lost to Monica. Monica was brilliant.
30 all. One of the most touching moments may have been Monica and Arantxa Sanchez Vicario at the net at the end of the French after Sanchez Vicario won the title.
Well, there was so much sympathy for Monica playing just 2 weeks after her father had passed away, but it would have been just almost too good to be true if she'd managed to win that tournament.
And I believe that was a match of our so-called veterans.
Right.
Oh. 30-40 now, so here's the first break point in the match.
Monica definitely a little tight. You know, she's only put in one first serve so far.
And to deuce.
Lovely wrong footing shot. So important, I think, for both of these players to hit behind the other one.
Advantage now, Monica Seles.
That's the forehand down the line that I think will be emblematic of how Hingis does. Just remember when she played Monica in Paris, not this year but last year, it took a while for that to work.
Well, Hingis a little upset by that line call, but Monica Seles holds serve for a 1-0 lead. That is Stade du Maurier center court, and a great crowd still coming in to see this first of the semifinals. 1-0. Monica Seles holding serve. She had to fight off a break point. We're ready for Martina Hingis, who's a little cranky after that one call, but she is successful. Look at the success on all surfaces. Hard 26-4. Clay, very nice, 18-2. Grass and carpet, the woman can play.
I think that just tells you exactly how versatile she is. Good on all surfaces. Well, that would have been the right shot there from Monica. Again, trying to wrong foot her opponent.
15 all.
Tremendous power always is generated off Monica's racket. And there's that return of serve.
I think one of the hardest hitting matches was the quarterfinal between Seles and Huber.
Well, she's not going to be happy with that, Hingis. You know, she really did get a rough call the last point of the first game, and that serve, I know we were a long way away, but we're sitting exactly down the middle stripe, and that did look as if it touched the line. I think that rally there was an indication of how Hingis will try to play Monica. She'll try to utilize the short angles.
That serve certainly helps Hingis' first ace.
You know, including, that's a good serve, the wide one with the short angle, because with Monica with two hands on the racket, she can't cover the court.
Deuce.
To me, it seems the area that a few errors are coming from Hingis are on the backhand. Her footwork just a touch sloppy.
Advantage for Seles.
Close.
Down the line as Hingis brings it back to deuce again.
This is a deja vu on the shot she hit to win the match yesterday. On the run, flying out wide in the alley and nails it down the line. Magnificent shot.
Call that match point lucky.
The players are obviously going to have one of those days with the linesman.
And Martina Hingis holds serve. It is 1-1 in the opening set. Well, not with without a couple of bumps in that first service game by each player.
Still a little tense. Tosses off. Oh, that's, well, I don't know. Everybody's going to be, you know, you have a couple of bad calls early and you just start getting doubtful about the calls. Good forehand down the line, tremendous power. Makes you look slow against Seles.
Oh. Dropped in very nicely, 30-15. Sharp angle.
Pure talent, this. The ball's all coming so fast and then being able to turn her wrists on the ball. Get it inside, way inside the service line. 164. Okay, that serve.
And the game for Monica Seles, 2-1, the semifinal at the Demorier Open. Center court at Stade Demorier. Semifinal action between Monica Seles and the #1 ranked player in the world, Martina Hingis. Hingis to serve, 2-1. Seles in the opening set. Little wave, but she'll take the point. Sailed and love 30.
Hingis is really going to have to fight, or else she could lose a little confidence. There you go, that helps.
Had to straighten confidence out right away. Both players have faced a break point. And love 15-30, 15-40 now.
Well, this is what we always knew was going to happen. I'm sure Hingis is very happy when the return goes in the net like that.
Fought off 2 break points to bring it to deuce. Amazing. And she even got a round of applause from Monica Seles. What a point.
I bet the crowd is sorry they can't see this point again. On the stretch every single time, Hingis. And yes, she's found the opening and she can just squeeze it down. And that was slow motion. Lovely shot.
Back to deuce again. A little stab, it died. And the advantage goes to Hingis.
And important for Martina Hingis to keep coming forward into the court. She's got to add that element. She has that element, which really Seles doesn't. So she was a little lucky on that.
Thought she had the room. Hingis holds on to hold serve. It's tied at 2.
Oh boy, did we see Hingis at her very best here. Only another look at this. She put in the touch shot, the little short shot, which isn't really a good shot necessarily on these courts where the ball bounces through. But she had it all worked out. Chess.
Love 15.
Hingis has to stretch Monica. Just with the 2 hands, a preference for 2 hands, it really makes her have to work harder.
30 with the double fault.
Yeah, always an aggravating double that when it hits the tape and just bounds miles out. Just. Golly, Rob, we've seen Hingis really moving well today.
Not going to tire her out. Doesn't look like it anyhow.
No, this has been one of the things about Hingis is, you know, around the middle of the year, Wimbledon and even the French, she didn't look quite as speedy, and she looks as if she's trimmed down and speeded up. First serve percentage way off still for Monica. It should improve as she relaxes. A lot of break points so far.
And she breaks. It is 3-2, Martina Hingis. Martina Hingis serving, trying to build on the break of serve in the last game. Love 15.
Wonderful retrieval again by Martina Hingis. Gee, this was a brilliant shot from Monica, but Martina Hingis with a forehand down the line. It is getting better and better as the match progresses. And it seems that Seles relies so much on her tremendous power, and if she starts forcing it like she has right now, she could make errors.
Yeah. 40-15. It just looks as if Hingis is much more comfortable than she was even yesterday in the quarterfinals.
And she survived that really dodgy fourth game with at 15-40, and she's been all go since then.
And she wins the game, building on the break. She now has a 4-2 lead in the opening set.
It's incredible. You know, you don't think that you can find a turning point really early in the match, but that was very vitally important for her when she was 2-1 down and 15-40 down to convert that, and it's been no looking back since. I know it's early days still in the match, but still. Well, instead of just trying to hit the ball harder, a smart move. And look how well she hit that forehand volley. It's lovely. I mean, everything, the racket head is up in front, out in the ball she hits early out in front.
Completely different from her last service game where she couldn't find a rhythm.
Yeah, that toss just wandering off her hand forward.
Not about the surrender, 40-15.
Yeah, and another wonderful forehand down the line on the fly. Hingis is having to stay a long way behind the baseline just because of the sheer depth and penetration of Seles' shots, but she's handling it well.
Left too much room. Too many options for Hingis. 40-30. And Monica Seles holds serve. It is 4-3 in this first set in Montreal. Martina Hingis serving for the first set.
Oh, that is brilliant. New balls this game, the ball flying through the air a little bit faster. Quite hot conditions on the court, although the air is nice and coolish. Tennis is hot, though.
Is it ever? A little bit of a breeze, center court.
Martina Hingis really having a wonderful day on her serve so far. 77% first serves in. The interesting thing is she's winning as many points on her first serve as her second serve. And I would have imagined that one of the things that she had worked on, thought about coming on here is a high percentage of first serves to take away that deadly return. Now she's sitting with 3 set points.
Triple set point. And she does it. Martina Hingis wins the opening set at the Memorial Open semifinal, 6-4. One break of serve certainly paid off. Well, I think there were two. One very out, the way Monica held up on it.
Do you know, there seem to be a lot of balls up that far end that look as if they're going out, and then they just seem to drop in. So maybe the wind just curls, or maybe that was out.
And the way she held up on the shot, too,
Yeah.
she was pretty sure.
Her serve is letting her down today. Less than 50% first serves.
This time she had the touch. Now, you were talking about the fact that it's going to take Monica perhaps a set to relax. Is this are these the kind of plays she's going to have to make to get back into this match?
She's got to improve her serve. You know, when you, well, and look at that serve. I mean, you know, she's been having trouble with her toss, and that serve was wild. You know, if your first serve goes to lower than 50% at 45%, which Seles is at the moment, you have to spend too much time thinking about it instead of just concentrating on the rest of the game.
Second serve.
And she holds serve for the 1-love lead in the second set. Martina Hingis, 6-4 lead in the first set. Virginia, you nailed it. It's that forehand.
Oh, yeah, the forehand is great. On the run, she's hitting it so well, but what she really is also doing so well is moving well, anticipating well. She's buoyant today. Look at that, the winner's 13, only 6 unforced, 79% first serves.
Compared to 44 for Monica Seles.
Yeah, and just a few more errors from Monica. But it's the serve that's just made the difference. Lovely shot. You know, Hingis actually said after her match against Sandrine Testud yesterday, which was a long, very hard-hitting, good match, she said it was almost like a men's match. If you dropped your serve, you were out of it. They were just hanging on to serve.
Love 30. A lot has been made this week about Martina Hingis and her change of racket. She's gone to the Yonex Titanium. She says she's having the learning woes. Has jumped off her racket. She says the ball has been coming up incredibly fast.
But one of the reasons she liked it was she felt that it was going to improve her serve. This is really the best I've seen her serve for quite a while. Most confidence. And, you know, the thing is with a powerful racket like that is that you've got to be very committed to the ball. You've got to go after it. If you're marginally tentative, the balls will really fly. I said to Martina yesterday about her racket, I said, you know, is anybody else using this brand new racket? She said, no, it's just me who's using it. I said, yeah, you're probably the only one who's got the guts to and the confidence to go out with a brand new racket in the middle of a season. You know, she's young. She's got so much innate confidence in the way she hits the ball.
Like her answer was, I like change.
Yeah. Oh.
Deuce.
Yeah. Never going to get there. Won't waste my energy.
She knew right away, like, wow.
It's not easy to put in drop shots on the surface, both because the ball bounds, but also the ball's coming at you so fast. Oh, what is that, Monica?
Advantage Hingis. Out, and Hingis holds serve, tied at 1. Second set. Hingis won the first set 6-4. Head-to-head 5-1 in favor of Martina Hingis, but the only match in '98 was French Open semifinal. 6-3, 6-2 for Monica Seles.
Not to be outdone. And then the year before they played in Paris and Hingis had won, and that was a spectacular match.
Backhand goes wide. Love 30. Somebody from the crowd telling somebody to turn their cell phones off.
Good shot. When you see Monica hit a ball like that where she's quite set up for the ball, it's impeccable. The one before where she had to hit it.
6-4, Martina Hingis won the opening set. Monica Seles leads 2-1 in the second. Everybody on serve. Hingis now with her service game.
Oh.
Well, I think there's the forehand that worked so well down the line.
Oh, you can't do it any better. Look, full stretch. Tremendous serving from Hingis today.
Forty love. You saw that look at winners in the second set, favoring Monica Seles. 8-3 now. On the match, pretty close. 19-16 in favor of Seles. And a very quick game for Martina Hingis, #1 ranked player in this tournament and in the world. Tied at 2.
And that really shows you something, that good easy game there for Martina Hingis, because she lost some opportunities in the previous game, had a couple of break points. It's easy to lose concentration after that. It's over. I think she got a little bit, I detected a little bit of discipline from the mother yesterday, her coach, after the match, as if she hadn't really been quite as disciplined as she might have been on the court. And certainly Hingis is looking today much more finely tuned.
I think we noticed in that match too that the concentration level kind of ebbed and then surged up again. It was inconsistent at best.
Well, the courts are so close.
Well, she held up on that. It sailed long. Leanne White might have herself a little tougher match if it proceeds for any length and into a third set. Well, one for you, one for me. 15-30.
I tell you, even if Hingis doesn't always feel like smiling, just seeing that big smile, it certainly is the right thing to do.
Yeah, bemused by it all. 30 all.
Well, right there, a good first serve, and she gets an easy put away. Seles does.
Is Monica trying to do too much with her first serve?
I think she's got so frustrated that she's forcing it a little bit, yes. I think that when you're just missing, the tendency is to get a little angry and try to do more. And really what you probably should do is just cut back a tiny bit until you get yourself grooved and then build it up. Good shot.
Well, all set up there with the first serve going in. Everybody holding serve. 3-2. Seles leads second set.